I'm also asked a lot about self-defense training. So, what self-defense training that you get during basics in a police college? Well, virtually nothing. I would have like boxing. Boxing a very big deal in the old police. If you were a fairly good boxer or you fought, you would be treated very differently. Also, the rugby players, they would be treated very differently from the rest of them. The police actually went out of their way to recruit sporting people. Got no idea why. But many of the most famous boxers and even rugby players which we produced in South Africa, all of them served in the police in one way or another. Now, served doesn't mean really served. You know what I mean? Most of them were just there. But that's also not quite true. There was a guy called Collie Knutzer, back from Boomstraat, and he was a very good, famous boxer. And Collie was a policeman like any other. He was in the dark unit. He went to Rhodesia in counterinsurgency. And if not that, while he's in the dark unit, did normal police duties. So he's the odd one out, which I know about. And then there were quite a few of them, these famous boxers in the police college as well. I remember one of them, can't remember his name. I see his face in front of me. A very nice, good man. He was driving a Porsche, as a sergeant in the police. So, yeah, so he obviously had other money. But he loved his job and he took a lot of care with the students to teach them boxing and things like that. Also, an extremely fit man. And I always felt, that he was too nice to be to have killer instincts. But he was good. He was good. So you would box a bit, and then that's basically it. You didn't really learn a lot of self defense. In the mean street, you learn quite quickly. You learn very quickly how to, as we say in Afrikaans, moer and dollar without question. In other words, just go in full and go in hard and go in quickly. But perhaps I should tell you about that as well.